Hey everyone, today I'm doing shoutouts. The idea for this video first came when I first reached 10,000 subscribers a little while ago, and I think one of the best ways to celebrate a milestone like that is to share the love a little bit. So today I'm going to share some of my favorite gaming YouTube channels that are headed up by women. I hope to share some interesting new content with you, as well as give these channels some more attention. Critical analysis is my favorite gaming content, and Critique Quest is an excellent source for this.
There aren't a ton of videos on the channel, but what it lacks in quantity is more than made up by the quality. Videos include analyses of modern games like Observer, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and one of my favorite games of last year, What Remains of Edith Finch. Each script is expertly crafted and really gets into what makes a game special, why certain parts of it work, and how mechanics complement narrative.
You could say the game offers a one-of-a-kind scenic route that, unlike some others of the same category, and much like Nier Automata or Lucas Pope's Papers, Please, would be hard to imagine outside of this medium specifically.
Critique Quest is especially apt at analyzing a game's soundtrack and audio effects, and one of my favorite videos of hers, on her favorite video game music tracks, really gave me a deeper appreciation not only for the music, but often the games themselves. Plus, she has a lovely accent, which makes the videos extra pleasant to listen to.
Pelvic Gaming specializes in reviews. She has a real love of JRPGs and Nintendo, but manages to cover a little bit of everything.
When you ask someone what's like the best JRPG ever, this game is sure to come to mind, and that is Final Fantasy VI, which came out April 2nd in 1994 for the SNES.
Pelvic Gaming specializes in reviews. She has a real love of JRPGs and Nintendo, but manages to cover a little bit of everything. In the last year, she's reviewed everything from Xenogears to Super Mario Odyssey to Final Fantasy VI. She also does the occasional top 5 list, like favorite boss themes or Pokemon that she'd want to eat. Lady Pelvic's love for games shines through in her voiceover and on-camera bits, though she's definitely not shy about saying one part of a game is not so good. Her videos have a great style that is informative, enthusiastic, and silly, but without seeming like she's trying too hard to be funny. I particularly like her very precise editing. What she's talking about in voiceover and what you see on screen always matches up nicely. Check her out.
If you're a fan of indie games like I am, you need to check out Kimchica.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kimchica, and this is another episode of Indie Watch, where I curate 5 of the games that I'm really looking forward to this month.
My favorite from her is her Indie Watch series, which highlights 5 games that she's most looking forward to being released every month, and is a great place to find out about new games. She also gives a bit of a closer look at new indie games in her First Impression series, does quick reviews, and covers the occasional event like Day of the Devs or E3. She does a fantastic job of giving a good amount of information while still keeping her videos short. If you like Let's Plays, you can find those on the channel as well. Kimchica pretty much does it all and seems to work tirelessly to highlight the games that could otherwise go unnoticed, and she should have way more subscribers.
Cidsa Dragoon Gaming covers games from the well-known to the obscure.
Reviews she's done in the past year include the great CRPG Pillars of Eternity, Shining Force on the Genesis, and cult classic Alan Wake.
In this first episode, I'm going to talk about the PC-98, a computer system by NEC that dominated the Japanese computer market in the 80s and 90s.
She also does the occasional video essay examining topics like why Final Fantasy VII was such a phenomenon. I particularly like her What Is retrospectives, where she gives some history of a gaming platform. So far, she's done the PC-98 and Sega Saturn. These videos are always thorough and very informative.
SupaPixelGirl is fantastic, and hopefully you already know about her since we've collaborated on a few videos. But if you don't, her channel is always wonderfully surprising.
Imagine that you're playing Super Mario World and you come to a chasm. It's a truth universally acknowledged that the world we would like is often different from the cesspool we have. In this case, the chasm is so wide and deep that you just can't jump over it.
You never know what you're gonna get. One day, it could be a review of a retro game like King's Quest VII. The next, she could be fangirling over Shovel Knight or giving her thoughts on the Secret of Mana remake. It could even be a Contra music video or a cover of the AVGN theme song. Becca is passionate about games and really creative when it comes to making videos, so they are always entertaining.
Daria Plays RPGs talks about retro games, with a focus on RPGs and quirky adventure games.
In our last installment of Unepic Adventures for the Sega Game Gear, I hopefully steered you clear of the ass-tastrophe that is Axe Battler, The Legend of Golden Ass.
Her reviews tend to focus on the 8 and 16-bit consoles, but she also does some reviews of retro-style indie or homebrew games. Over the last year, she's reviewed games like Defenders of Oasis, Wonder Project J, and Dragon Quest Builders. She also makes some great lists that look at things like the most ridiculous costumes worn by JRPG heroines, or the most influential RPGs of the 80s. The information and editing found in her videos is great, and made even better by her dry sense of humor.
Octavius Kitten likes weird retro games. Her videos are informative and have a great sense of humor.
Hi, what about remembering some of the quirkier game characters of the 1990s? Of course there's Lara Croft, Kirby, Pikachu, Crash, Sonic. These are the mainstream ones. You think of 90s game characters and you're gonna think of these guys. And gal. Is Pikachu a gal?
She covers a lot of games that are, well, bad, but she does it with style. Recent videos have looked at what are possibly the worst games on a system, terrible Christmas games, and weirdest games on the PS1. She also makes longer series of videos covering topics like retro edutainment games. Octavius Kitten is great if you're looking for something a little different.
Femtrooper is a real 90s nostalgia junkie, and she's a fellow Canadian.
Hey everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite games of all time.
Her videos include a lot of personal retrospectives and memories, along with reviews and lists. Some of her reviews from the past year include Final Fantasy XV, Lunar Silver Star Harmony, and Pokemon Moon. She also talks about conventions, does some pickup videos, and shares gaming memories, like how she got all her consoles. All of Femtrooper's videos have a great personal touch.
Last, but certainly not least, I have a feeling if you know about my channel, you probably already know about hers, but I can't let this list go by without mentioning Pushing Up Roses.
Hey everyone, Pushing Up Roses here, and today we're discussing save slots. Yes, save slots. Here at the Pushing Up Roses channel, I like to keep you informed with the hottest of takes on the hottest of topics. You're welcome.
She's been making videos for a long time, and while I always thought of her as the go-to place for PC adventure games, she's really expanded her gaming videos into analysis and video essays that cover all kinds of games. This year she's tackled topics like why video game sex scenes are so bad, the art of game saves, and why video game food looks so good. I'm always excited to see a new video from her, and she's definitely been a source of inspiration for my own channel.
So those are 9 gaming channels by women, and I think they're all excellent, and I hope you will check them all out. Of course, this isn't all of them. There are at least another dozen or so that I personally subscribe to, but you know I like my videos short. Maybe there will be a sequel to this at some point. But I want to mention some more, so I'm going to list them on my end screen, so please stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Some other lady gaming YouTubers that you might want to check out include Allie Flanagan, Circuits and Coffee, Coop's Corner, Erica Zabo, Fly Girl Gaming, Isha Gaming, Kathleen MMS, Kelsey Lewin, Kinsey Burke, Rabbit Plays Games, Red Infamy, Slaytrix, Squid Game, The RPG Chick, The Video Game Her. Please go check out some of these channels, and I hope you find some great new content.